From a distance, Jalala looks like a typical village with modest mud huts, its own shops and businesses. But now all that looks set to change as refugees prepare to go home to an uncertain future. Khester Khan is busy removing the roof from what was his family refuge for 35 years. He says he doesn't know what will become of him and his family after Pakistan refused to extend his stay beyond 2016.
It's war in Afghanistan, and in Pakistan it's the government crackdown on us. So what choice do we have, except to pack up and go back to the war-torn country where our lives would be at stake?
With less than 4 months remaining before the deadline, some people have already left the camp, and those still remaining are worried about their future.
Although the government has granted us a 6-month extension, there are arrests and harassment by local authorities, so the world should seriously look into the plight of Afghan refugees to overcome their grievances.
He also complains that the Afghan government has no plan to welcome them or offer any assistance. It's no longer a question of if, but when these people will go back. Many of them have lived here for decades, forgotten by their own government, and now unwelcome to stay in this country. The United Nations High Commission for Afghan Refugees acknowledges the problems faced by the host country.
Pakistan hosts the largest and longest protracted refugee situation worldwide. Such large number of Afghan refugees in Pakistan, 1.5 million people, this has definitely an impact on the society and on the economy.
But Afghan refugees worry that they are being forced out against their will and asked to return to a country in a state of war. Pakistan says it can no longer help them because of lack of support from the international community, and says their continued presence poses a security risk, not just to Pakistan, but also countries where Afghan refugees are turning up in ever larger numbers because of the never-ending conflict that rages on in their homeland. Kamal Haider, Al Jazeera, at the Jalala refugee camp.